Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. And he can be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. And the Colts, first down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18. 5 in.
Here's Richardson. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
His kick
That one
good.
splits the uprights.
Makes the score.
And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Well, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason. Can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. So first down from the 41. Now carried by Giddens. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
19. Tiger. 19.
Working on 2nd down. Richardson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here's Giddens. Jukes away from 1. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, you're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. Richardson now. Down the field, he's got Pierce. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And it's going to be first down to Indianapolis.
First down.
Break.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stephanie.
Running in here with Giddens. And he's going to work it to the 20. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith in on the
Sometimes you
tackle.
just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down, here's Lamar. It's caught left side by Surratt. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now Jackson on third down. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he will get this inside the 30.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This is Henry on second. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on third and long. That one's out and cut on the right side. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Ravens!
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Luke with the point after. And they bump their lead up to 14. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10.
19 Lions, Cowboy 80. Go.
Now Richardson to throw. And this is going to be lost on a hit, incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
This is Giddens. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
Jay Giddens, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Richardson. He's got it. Complete to Downs. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that is a Colts first down.
That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now give it to McGowan. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Buying some time right. He's keeping it. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Richardson. It is, he was letting that one go, and that pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces 4th down. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job.
Yeah.
I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. Their secondary, they want to get home, and they did.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. That's on target to Pierce. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On here with Giddens. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Cowboy 80. 65 catch.
To throw, Richardson. So Giddens here on the dump off. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So they'll decline this and take the result. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Giddens. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
19 tight. Hawk 70.
Richardson back to throw. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
It's now 3rd.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Escapes the pocket. To the pylon, and he will get there. Touchdown, Colts. Anthony Richardson on the board. That's his first of the season. Schrader with a point after. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Colts 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Hill now from the gun. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On second down, Lamar. And the defender's there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
To the air on third and long. That's caught for the first. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25
You know, they
yards.
call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The left side caught by Andrews. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down here from the 36. Now it's Lamar. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Out of the gun, Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
Gain on the play.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
The Colts 11-yard line.
They get it to Andrews on the RPO. And he gets home. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews. Give him 2 now in this second quarter. Here's Luke for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they now lead by 14 points.
21, Colts 7. Tyler Luke to
All
kick
set
off
up.
for
Here's
Baltimore.
Luke to kick it away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Over the middle, taken in by Downs. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25
Now we get a
yards on the
timeout from the
play.
Colts. That's their first.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Here's Richardson. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Come on, come on. Hey, go.
Working on second down. Richardson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. All the way, touchdown, Indy.
extra looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point converted by Schrader. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Ravens 21, Colts 14.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. And they're not going to get anything done as he's brought to the ground for a sack. So that is how our first half will end. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
That's good tag coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
3rd and long for him here. Hauled in by Bateman over the middle. And they get the first on the 3rd and 13. What a call to its
Rashad
They call
Bateman.
third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now here's Lamar. Getting out to his left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Now Jackson on third down. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And this will work out for the first down. Got 5 on 4th and 2. And that decision winds up being a good one.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus and even more so for the conversion.
Lamar back to throw. Short pass brought in. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. That is good for a Baltimore first down.
It's a gain
Move
of
the
20.
chains! Gotta
First
move
down,
them chains!
Baltimore.
Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, looked at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Quick throw to Hill on the RPO.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Henry can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Dumping this underneath, it's Giddens. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offensive line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Giddens. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third down, they need 7. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him. It ends with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Colts.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Ravens 28, Colts 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going
The
down.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
An offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Now Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
And a Raven first down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Lamar off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18.
38 yards.
A clutch moment for a massive play. 38 yards.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Jackson looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. This one's caught. Yeah, he's not going to make it to the end zone, but the offense set up well now thanks to that effort. It's 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll run here with Henry. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1.
Short of the goal line.
6 yards for him there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd
Some
and goal.
offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, the 3rd time that he has brought in a score this week.
Tyler Luke on
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Richardson
7.
now on 2nd.
At the 38-yard
Flush out now to his left. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And goes to the hurry up here.
19 yards. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Play action with Richardson. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike getting his 1st sack of the year here in Week 1.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Richardson. To the right and reeled in by Downs. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on.
Major news surrounding one of the